Hello, friends. Shay here, Cheyenne 5. Happy Saturday. So it is Saturday, and it is 6:54 p.m. in the evening time, so it's almost 7 o'clock. And this is the first time I've done any vlogging today. Sorry, my nose itches, as always. And, but I did get up early today. Real early. I got up at 7 something. I just woke up and had to go to the bathroom. I actually came back and laid down, but then I couldn't get back off to sleep. So I just got up. And I fixed me some breakfast, my bowl of cereal, Cocoa Puffs. And I took my medicine and I came in here and ate my cereal. And got on my laptop here that y'all can see. And checked my email and watched videos. And then I started watching my Coronation Street show that I like. Let me explain that to y'all. See, I'm caught up with Days of Our Lives. And I only get one show a day, 5 days a week, you know. My week for that, I've explained it to y'all before, it's not Monday through Friday, it is Tuesday through Saturday. But, Coronation Street, and you know, I don't even remember now how I found Coronation Street. It was actually a long time ago when I came across it and found it, and I watched 1 or 2 shows back then. But for some reason, back then, it just did not hold my interest enough because I didn't know the people. And, you know, when you first start watching something like that that's into something that's been going for a while, you don't know the people and you don't know what's going on. So that kind of made me, you know, not have very much interest in it. So I just kind of gave that up then. Well, recently, when I first mentioned it to y'all recently is when I had back then, I had saved it in my bookmarks. And so I still have it saved in my bookmarks. And I don't know, I just got to thinking about it again and thinking, you know, I would like to try watching that again. So I did. And I watched enough of them that I started learning the people and realizing what was going on. And I was interested in it, so I just kept watching it. But it was not the very first ones and so on. You know, it was well into it. I don't know how many old ones back they have. I would love to find them and watch some more earlier ones. But I have watched them. And they even have, it's still going today. Y'all may have seen the comment that I got from a lady, and I don't remember her name now, but she actually lives over there. It's in UK, and it's set in UK. It's their soap opera over there, and she commented on it when I had mentioned the show and showed it on one of my vlogs. And but like right now, the season that I am watching is season 54, and I can go way over. Like, I'm fixing to be through. No, it's season 59. I don't know why I said 54. No, that's right. The season is 54. Okay, I was getting the season and the episodes mixed up. So, they still have a lot. So, this is it right here. Let me turn my screen around so I can see what y'all are seeing. Like, that is season 54, episode 59, okay, and then episode 60, and then episode 61. This one right here is the one I'm fixing to watch. This was the last one I watched, and I'm fixing to watch this one. And you can scroll over here, and you go and 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 go forever. I'm making a video. And, so they have a whole lot more. So that's why I watch 2 or 3 of these shows a day. Because I'm trying to get caught up. That lady told me that it's still going. And I want to be caught up with it like I am with Days, and just watch it along as it goes. And I got plenty to go before I get caught up. And this show is a whole lot more shorter than Days of Our Lives. So it don't take long to watch one show. It seems like it's over with just like that. So I was just going to tell y'all about that. So I have ate my lunch. I had a tomato sandwich for lunch, and then we've also already had our supper, and it was tomato gravy. And I had 2 biscuits with tomato gravy over it, and it was good. I just got through eating that. And I have pulled out the things that I'm going to use to make. Now I'm going to turn you back around again to show you. To make 3 ATC cards. Got papers and stickers there. That's the cards laid out, my glue. And that right there is that bookmark I made the other day. So, I may, I don't know, get in the mood to get up there after a while. Start working on that. Or I may not get in the mood till tomorrow or 2 or 3 more days down the line. Who knows? I just got in the mood. I was thinking about it and how I wanted to do it and make them. And when I thought about it and realized what I would need, I just wanted to get up and pull that stuff out right then and get it ready. So it's laid out up there ready for me to start working on when I get in the mood to. Let me see, what else? Oh, since I had gotten up early, I actually before I ate lunch, I said I got up at 7 something. I actually laid down at 11 something because I was getting tired and sleepy, and went to sleep and took a nap, and that was before I ate my lunch. So when I woke up from that, which I didn't even look at the clock, so I don't know what time I woke up. But when yeah, because I was trying to figure it out a while ago. 3:30, I think, was when I woke up. Yes, I take long naps. I can't help it. I can't wake myself up until after I've slept for a long time. And nobody else bothers to try to wake me up. It's hard waking me up. You have to really, really keep on and almost jerk me or pull me out of bed onto the floor, which would hurt me, but that's the way I am. Anyway, so when I woke up, that's when I fixed my tomato sandwich and came back in here to watching more shows. I've also been looking up videos on YouTube about avocados. I love avocados. And but my family, my mama and all them, they never did do avocados. So back then I didn't even know about them. And my husband's family didn't either. So when we got married, we didn't not know anything about them to do anything with them. And so I would go to restaurants and there would be things that would have avocados in it, and I tasted it and I loved it. So I'm trying to learn more about avocados so I can buy them at the grocery store and know how to pick them out when they're ripe, know how to cut them and pit them and slice them and all this kind of stuff, and all the different ways you can use them to eat them and all that, because I really love avocados. And they say that they're good for your cholesterol. Health-wise, they're really, really good, even though they are something other about fatty, something other. So in a way, they have lots of fatty stuff, fats in them, I guess, but they're also good health-wise on other ways. It's hard to explain. Y'all probably know more about avocados than I do, since I'm just learning. So anyway, I've done all that. Okay, if I get in the mood after a while to work on my ATCs, I may do another clip to show y'all that. And this being Saturday, I've got to do my storytelling video clip to put onto this. So I'll do that after a while for y'all and put it all together. And I want to say I enjoyed doing my book club video yesterday, and I'm sorry that I wanted to be earlier with it, and I tried, but it ended up being longer than what I expected it to be. And so it took a really long time to upload it last night and edit it and all that. So that's why it was late, and I'm sorry about that, but I enjoyed doing it. And I've had some comments on it from the 2 members. Thank y'all, Veronica and Rashida. And I've also had a video come in from Veronica. She showed the book. I don't remember what it was, I'm sorry, but she showed the book that she's going to do a review on, and she's going to do that later. So I'm excited about just getting going with that. I am so excited about it that in a way I wished we could do it every day instead of just once a week every Friday. But the way I've got so many other videos going, and I'm always late getting my video up, I just feel like right now that it would be a little bit too much. But maybe later on, when I get things going more smoothly maybe or something, we could do it every day. I would love that. Because I'm anxious and excited about it. I don't want to wait from one Friday to the next. I want to hurry up and do another one, because it's fun. Okay. I am gonna go for now, so I'm done, I'm gone. Toodaloo. Okay, folks, this is our Saturday's Shays Nays storytelling clip of the vlog. I have used random.org. I had 16 little stories on my list, and it generated number 9. And number 9 was Stay Charlotte, Bike Wreck, Hole in Knee. That's how I wrote it down. Okay. When I was a little girl, I was either 11 or 12. I may have even been 13. Could have even been 14. I don't remember. Somewhere around in there. My dad worked a job. He calibrated meters. And that meant he had to travel on his job. So he was gone for a week and would come home on weekends. When he had to go to Florida, he stayed gone the whole month. My mom usually went with him. That means if I had school, I had to stay behind. If I didn't have school, I didn't want to go, so I usually stayed behind anyway. And I stayed with my oldest sister, and one time I stayed with my middle sister, Rebecca JB. And I have stayed with my pastor and his wife before, so I could go to school, because it was a Christian school in their church, and go to church and stuff like that. Of course, I would also, when I stayed with them, I would go visit my granny and my aunt, Irene, my mama's sister. My granny was my daddy's mama. Well, this one particular time, I had went to stay with my sister, and we lived in Collins, Mississippi, and she lived in Escatawba, Mississippi, which was down on the coast. But I had took my little bicycle. It was a red bicycle. It was the smaller one. It was the one that had the long seat that they called the banana seat. And I still had all my friends, because we used to live in that very house that they lived in, my sister Charlotte, my oldest sister that lives in Wyoming now, where my mom's living with her. And so I took my bike, and I had all my friends in that neighborhood that I had when we lived there in that house. So I would play with them and ride my bike with them. So one day I was outside and I was riding my bike, and I was with one of my friends named Tony. It was a girl, and she was walking. She didn't have a bike, okay? And I was on my bike, and we were just goofing off and talking and being friends and playing. And I had the steering wheel, and I started doing the steering wheel back and forth, trying to get where my hand, like this, just being crazy. Well, it made me fall over, and it skint my knee so bad that it actually dug a big hunk out of the top of my knee. I literally had a hole, a deep hole, down in the top of my knee, and it really hurt. It was all bloody, and I was crying. I'm a big baby. Even today, to do with any pain, I cry. I can't help it. I cannot handle it. So I knew I couldn't ride my bike home with my knee bloody and hurting like that. And I didn't really feel like walking, but I was like way down at the end of the road by Tony's house. And I had to walk and push my bike crying all the way to my sister's house, was in the middle of the street. The middle of that little neighborhood road that we always played in the road. It didn't have much traffic and all that kind of stuff. And so Tony was walking with me back to the house, and I was walking and pushing my bike, just boohooing and crying. And so I feel like I've told this story before, but it's not marked off my list. So anyway, I got there, and my sister Charlotte, I explained to her what happened. She cleaned it up. She poured peroxide in it, and it all bubbled up big time. And then she put a patch on it. And so she had to help me take care of it. And they had two boys that was a lot younger than me. And they shared a bedroom. And they had bunk beds in their bed. Well, the oldest boy had the top bunk. The youngest boy had the bottom bunk. But the oldest boy didn't like sleeping by himself up on the top bunk, so he would always sleep on the bottom bunk with his younger brother anyway. So when I stayed with them, the top bunk was mine where I slept. Well, my sister Charlotte would have to help me climb up the ladder to get onto the top bunk bed because it was hurting so bad. And I would, Mom and them would call every once in a while, and I'd get to talk to her. So when she called, I told her about my knee. Well, she couldn't come home or anything, but I still told her about my knee. And then when they got home, because it wasn't long that they were coming home, so when they got home, my knee was still scabbed and sore and hurting and stiff, and I was still limping around and stuff like that. So that's my story for today. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Click the like button, subscribe button if you're new and not subscribed yet. Leave me a comment, and I guess I'm done. I'm gone. Toodaloo.